Good afternoon, everybody. This is Sierra Hoffman here. So I'm going to be talking about the ALP class today, the plan that we're kind of just updates for the rest of the semester, finishing out online. I want to talk a little bit about how this online format is going to work and get into some more specifics about ALP, the grades, the work that we're going to be doing. So first of all, thank you for hanging in there, for all your patience and persistence. And I know that this is a really big change. It's a big change for instructors as well. So thanks for your continued patience. I think this is gonna work out just fine. I don't have worries really. The biggest thing is how you're going to do online. It's really not everybody's thing, and I hope that these videos help kind of keep that face-to-face format a little bit. So the cons of doing things online. So first of all, we're missing all of our interaction. Like, I'm already missing just coming to work and seeing all of you 2 days a week. So, I mean, we just lose that face-to-face interaction. It is a lot easier to fall behind. So if you're not face-to-face, if you don't see your instructor, your peers every week, it's easy to lose that motivation. You also don't have a set schedule. So I strongly suggest setting a schedule for yourself, trying to figure out how you work best, where you can go. I know there aren't a lot of options right now with the libraries being closed and everything. So just do the best you can to figure out what's gonna work for you. So how to be successful. The number one thing, like biggest thing, is check your email at least once every day. Like once every business day is fine, but I suggest at least once a day. Number two is utilize the Blackboard online resources, these videos. Actually get on and use what's there. Just keep an eye on things. And number three, learn how you work best. So we talked about this at the beginning of the semester. In ALP, we talked about like figuring out if you work best when things are, sorry, I'm getting texts. I'm using my phone to record. Yeah, figure out how you work best. Like, do you work if you have music on, if things are silent? Maybe get some earplugs. If you live in a place that maybe it's noisy and distracting, some earplugs, noise canceling headphones, something like that. So yeah, establish a plan. Figure out what you think is gonna work. If something isn't working, then try something different. And let me know if there's anything I can do to help with that. So again, we recognize that this is a big change for everybody. And not everybody has a lot of resources. Not everyone has internet in their home. Some of you may just have one computer or device that you can use electronically that is maybe having to be shared with multiple people. Maybe you have kids or a partner. My husband and I are actually sharing one computer right now, and that's maybe a little tricky. I don't know. We're just gonna try it out and see how it works for at least a few days here. Yeah. Another important thing, the withdrawal date for all classes has been extended to April 19th. So if you're having any hesitations about continuing with ALP or with English 1100 or any of your other classes, I suggest sticking it out for a couple of weeks anyway. Just give it a try and see how things are going. Don't make any big decisions yet if you can. And April 19th is almost a month away. We've got like 3 weeks for you to try it out, and then you can decide like, hey, this just isn't working for me. I want to drop the class, and you can do that. So that is great. I was wondering, do you get the marketing and communications emails? So I get these marketing and communications emails that has a bunch of information in it about what's open, what's not, where you can go for online resources. And I would assume that students get that, but I'm not for sure. So it would be really great if just one person at least could comment on this video and just let me know like if you get those or not. Okay, so we've covered the cons of online classes so far, how to be successful. So those 3 tips. Number 1, check your email at least once every business day. Number 2, get on Blackboard. Utilize the resources that are there. Use the online resources, watch these videos. Number 3, learn how you work best, what's gonna work for you in this format. That's it. So now I wanna talk about some ALP specifics. So I'm gonna talk about a lot of the things that I just did in the English 1100 video as well. So I'll leave a note there for you like, hey, if you've watched the ALP video, then you can just skip ahead to this point in time. Okay, ALP specifics. Number 1, look at the adjusted calendar. So on our Blackboard site, under class info, we've had the course calendars there for different units. So we've been through units 1 and 2. So now we're in unit 3, and I've smushed unit 3 and 4 together. So under class info, there's unit 3 or units 3 and 4 calendar. So get on that, take a look, and let me know if you have questions. I don't anticipate any like questions or issues with that, but you know, get on, look at it. The assignments and their due dates are highlighted in yellow. So my hope is that by highlighting the assignments that are due and their dates, that you can just have your eyes be drawn to that. That's the most important thing in the calendar. The other stuff is like, it's outlined like, here's what we're supposed to be learning about this week. But if you take nothing else from the calendar, that's totally fine. Just get on and see when things are due and what the assignments are. All assignments are still going to be turned in on Turnitin as we have been, except for the things that we've had face-to-face. So things like peer feedback. So for 1100, it's peer review, and for ALP, it's called peer feedback. So peer feedback is going to be on a discussion board post on Blackboard. I will have that discussion board post up there and let you know like once it's up and try to give you instructions on that. If you've never done a discussion board before, I'm sure that you can Google it, like what it is and how to do it. And if you are really having trouble, just email me, let me know. So we are gonna be using the discussion boards on Blackboard for things that we would normally do in person. Okay. All right, big important thing that has to do with grades. So I have made some cuts to Unit 4. So for English 1100, the plan is it's all the same assignments. Everything's staying the same. It's just kind of smushed for Unit 4, which I don't think is going to be a problem. But for ALP, there are so many assignments that go with each unit that because we lost a week, we are just not going to be able to fit in everything. So there have been cuts to Unit 4. So if you look on our grade breakdown in the class info section for ALP, you'll see that there are supposed to be 4 peer review or peer feedback sessions, there's 4 instructor conferences, like all this stuff that revision plans, things that we will do for Unit 3, but when it comes to Unit 4, we just don't have the time. So those things have been cut out of the calendar. However, I do not want to change the grade breakdown. I still want to make sure that all those points are staying in place. So as long as you are active, as long as you are still turning in your work, you've done the other stuff, you will still receive those points. So you don't have to do some of the work that we'd originally planned, but those points will still apply. So keep active and I'll just plug in the points. All right. One important note, please remember you have to pass ALP in order to pass English 1100. Just remember that. So it is very important that you keep up on not just English 1100, but ALP as well. Watch the videos, follow instructions, do the assignments, ask questions. All right. I'm going to continue doing these YouTube videos as long as they seem helpful. Some of you were interested in doing the videos so that it's just easier than having to just read through a bunch of stuff. Hopefully it's less boring and you can just take notes as we go. I will have everything here online and an announcement or something as well, the best I can. So let me know if the YouTube videos are helpful. Please, please, please ask questions. Like I said, I know this is a big change. It can be rough. We're all in this together, trying to just take things as they come and work on finishing the semester successfully. You can comment on the video. So what I would like is if you have a question that's relevant, like normally in class, we would be able to ask questions and I would answer them right then and everybody else would get to hear your question and the answer. Since we don't have that, comment on the video if there's something that is relevant for other people, or you can just email me directly if it's something that is very just related to your specific paper. Yeah, comment on the video. Also, I've thought about putting up a discussion board section where you can post your questions there. I think I get an email when you post in that, so I can check it out and then it's there for everyone else to see as well. Couple more things. That's all the housekeeping stuff that I have. So we're moving on. So our normal work, here it comes. So we are in Unit 3 now. For Unit 2, the response paper, I am gonna work on grading those this week. I plan to have those graded at least by the end of the week. So we will have instructor feedback and we'll have your, I forget what it's called, where you evaluate like what you did, whatever. We'll look at that on Wednesday. So Unit 3 is what we're in now, and that is writing with research. We're in week 10, and this is day 1, so Monday. So I am creating a discussion board post. I'm gonna do that right after I do this. So hopefully by the time you guys see this, it's gonna be up. A discussion board post where I want you to share any concerns that you have, like any concerns at all about doing this online format or about writing assignment 3. So you'll see the video for 1100 where I'll actually talk about what writing assignment 3 is. I'll talk about the research paper and then, yeah, just I want to try to see how the discussion board post is gonna work. So if you could please go ahead and post in that, I'd really appreciate it so I can see who all has access to that when you see it. Okay, so watch the 1100 video as well and do the work. So there's no possible way to finish out the semester successfully if you don't put in the work. So I know it's different, especially schedule-wise, not having that in-class time. I will help you the best that I possibly can. I've also thought about doing Zoom videos. So there's a live video thing, like a video chat called Zoom, and we can have multiple people in on it, and it could just be one-on-one, and I would record the sessions just so like we've got it, is my thinking. And we could do that if you have questions that are not easily discussed through an email or a discussion board post. Maybe for instructor conferences. My main thing was instructor conferences. So let me know if you think that the Zoom video thing is something that you would be interested in. I would set up meetings with each of you and we would do Zoom video conferences. I'm not sure how realistic that is. I'm not sure that I could do that for everybody. They would have to be very short meetings in order for me to be able to really do that sustainably and realistically. Okay. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, I do want you to comment on the video. Let me know that you've seen it and ask any questions that you have there. I plan to put videos out earlier in the day, like in the mornings. Today that didn't work out, but that's what my plan is for the future. I got, if you care, sorry, my drink's there. I got a betta fish. It's another betta fish. His name is Galaxy. I think he's so pretty. All right. I'm gonna keep these really simple. I'm not doing any fancy editing on these. All right, thanks for watching. Miss you all. Bye.